Oh, flipping hell. There is no point in putting fresh clothes on. Right, just a quick grease up. Went through everything this time. It's had 2 good days on it, so we go through everything. It is mizzling around. Nothing, I don't think it's going to stop us. It's set to be like this most of the day actually. It only stops you if you start picking up soil on your tyres and making a mess basically. So this is like, it's not even, you know, it's not even touching the concrete. So it's nothing to be worried about. Got to load up all my stuff, take that across the other side. We're moving on to the other side of the motorway now, and that's going in barley. Calibrated last night, 250 kilos per hectare, and it's Skyway, what we had last year. Done all right actually. You've got a bit of smudge on your lens, so we're hoping it's going to do all right again. Every time I say it, just grease up before you go home, but it's always pitch black, can't see nothing, and you're always knackered at the end of the day. So it always ends up being a morning job. I just got to check my wheel eradicators. Wasn't too bad a day in the end yesterday. Got 90% of this land here done. We just got to come back in a few days time when that's dried off a little bit. We'll come back maybe with the power harrow, maybe with the Ultimax. We'll just see what it looks like when we come back, and that'll be the last bit. Maybe not. There might be a bit at home to re-drill some of the oats. Apparently farmers said some of those worst fields of the oats back at home aren't doing too good, so we might re-drill them. Right, that's it for the day. We got started, did one of the smaller fields, one tank of seed, and then the rain started, and well, it's still going. And it's not heavy rain, it's just constant, you know, it's just what it is. So it stopped us for the day. We won't be back on there today, I wouldn't have thought. It's clogged the tyres up, so that's the time to get off. As soon as you start sticking to the tyres, you got to get off, you know, you just start muddling it in. Then we will try again tomorrow. I think they talk of a bit drier tomorrow afternoon, so we might be back on it tomorrow. Anyway, all the equipment's the right side now, so we can just pull up there tomorrow and get going, so that'll do nicely. Keithy's over there, he's still cultivating actually, it's going all right. You know, it might get to the point where he can't go no more, so well, it's just one of those. He's on some of the knobblier fields, so he's managed to keep going at the minute. So we'll pick it up when we're next on the drill. We finished yesterday. Started raining and started licking to the tyres. Didn't want to make a mess, so we left it. Keithy, because it was dry underneath, he managed to keep going actually for pretty much the whole, well, he's done this one again. This has come up beautiful. Wow, as good as it can be. It's still a little knobbly on top, but at least there's a till there. If you remember, me and Robbo was here. Oh my God, it was flat as a pancake. It was just solid, just a solid plate of dirt. So we've got some sort of till to dry into. We are just slightly too early with it. I don't think it's going to go just yet. Today is going to be dry. We'll get the drill checked over, get everything warmed up. It's not going to take a lot of drying. We won't be able to drill the one we were already in. We're not going to be able to carry on with that until later on. That is just, the soil is a little bit finer over there, and it's just, well, it's stuck to my boots like you know what. But we might be able to just get on with these, you know, we might be able to drill this one and then go back to that one. Yeah, this is much better than it was, 10 times better. Struggling to see my mark because of the rough seabed. It's very difficult to see the mark on the drill, so that was pretty tricky yesterday. So what the headlands are going to look like, I don't know. But I imagine Keithy will be up here soon. Just once an hour of wind, you know, a bit of wind through it. We'll get everything warmed up. I only managed to do about, you know, it was only an hour's drilling yesterday, but we'll check things over. We wouldn't need to grease nothing. And we might have to drill late tonight just to sort of catch up a little bit, but that'll be all right. Not worried about that at all. This is Skyway barley. Had a good touch with this last year, but it went in about 6 weeks earlier. Yeah, really nice, a really nice malting barley, but we'll see what it comes to this year. It didn't have a great year last year. You know, we planted it and then the wet weather came, so it didn't have the best of years last year, but this year it's a little bit later, so we'll see what it does. You can see it was all building up. Look, if it builds up too much on this wheel in particular, this is a metering wheel, so if that stops turning, you stop metering out seed, and then you've got problems. The last time round it picked up all that dirt, so that was it. It was time to get off. and Keithy had to go through these other fields as well one more time, so unfortunately we had to stop the drill. But it just mizzled with rain all day yesterday, so Farmer and Linda, they went off to get the bull, and I covered for Linda on the hay deliveries. And you know, you just keep ticking the jobs off. And young Robert, he went rolling, he went on the grass rolls, so you know, it's not like none of us were doing nothing. So the bull had to be picked up. We moved Dave across into the old cows where some of them ain't gonna calve, so Dave's in there with them, and then Farmer put the new bull in where Dave was. So we'll have a look at him when we get back to the farm. That won't be for a few days now. We've got 3 or 4 days of dry weather now, and then possible rain showers at the weekend, so it might stop us again. Farmer really wants to get these last, we've got this side of the farm to do, then we've got Peter's farm to do, so we've still got a good week's drilling before we're done. You know, if we had 7 full days, we'd get it done, but you know, the situation at Peter's farm is very similar, very, you know, ploughed fields, clay, wet underneath, so we've got to go and work those as well. Always makes me wonder, of course, every time I turn this on that goes on, always makes me wonder who was here with the horse working this land. You know, it must have been a hell of a long time ago, before tractors were about, so somebody was here, because otherwise there wouldn't be any there wouldn't have been any horseshoes. You know, if you work fresh land with tractors, you're not going to find any horseshoes. You might find cultivating parts and stuff like that. Hang on. Notice if you ask this box to do too much at once, it doesn't like it. Maybe it's going to bring my camera up. There we go. Plenty of seed in there, look. We're putting a fair dose, you know, we're putting a good seed rate on. That's not going to shut up. Oh. Anyway, we had our first breakdown on the hydraulic ram that connects to the arm of the marker arm. The bolt had snapped, so I was going around the field with 2 marker arms down until I got to the corner and realised. So just fixed that. No biggie, that one. But yeah, fair things, you know, constantly mending things on this drill. See the alarm's going off. I've got my little camera there to check on it. It's drilled okay. It started off a bit tender, bit sticky. We'll be able to drill that field next, so that'll be a good thing. As the, you know, an hour into the day, it's dried the top off, much better. Keithy's gone off to Peter's farm to see what he can do with that. There's 2 triangle fields, very, very hard. Young Robert is coming up with that pigtail cultivator to try and pull them up. We just see what happens with those. They might not even get drilled. We just see what happens. We might do these good fields here. If it's good at Peter's, go and do those, then come back here when these are good. What's a bit gnarly here? Look at this. You know, I think that cultivator's been through it like 3 times now, and that's about as best as it is. Get it pressed, just see what it comes to. But you know, seed beds aren't ideal, they're just goable, if you know what I mean, and we're just ran out of time, so that's what they are. Another pipe. There we go. Lovely sample, really, really nice sample. Oh. There goes Farmer with the 6270 on the Terra tyres. I don't know how well you can see that. Some dirty windows now. Those Terra tyres come in pretty handy this year. We're just about to come into a really, the whole field's been, you know, hasn't been brilliant, hasn't been ideal, but it's been drilling okay. But this, we're just coming into a really snotty area. I can see where Keithy pulled the cultivator up a little bit. Must have dragged the tractor down a bit. I'm just drilling straight through it. It ain't very good. Look at it. You know, it ain't gonna do nothing. Look at that. Get ready on the wheel. This is the wheel down here. Just the story of the year. Rubbish. Alright, get ourselves turned back around here. Literally, I would not be able to do this without this thing, because there is just zero line, like nothing. If you can spot it, you're better than me. But yeah, super hard work. Things, seedbeds you don't really want to drill into, stuff like that. But the rest of it's been pretty good, if I'm honest. It wants a good dry, and then it wants to be rolled is what it wants. There goes Farmer, getting the fur on, you know, give that seed a good boost as it comes out the ground. Look at my marker wheel, it's going to flick off in a minute. Wait for it. There you go. I don't know why, but that's quite satisfying. Right, anyway, we're yeah, one more fill up should do us on this field. Then we're going to go back into the one we started yesterday and see if that'll drill. And then we've got the big one. And then there's needs two, I think only one triangle. The other one's going in FI, I think. So yes, we'll see how we get on here. A bit slow going. You can't, you know, it's knobbly. So if you go up any faster, you know, you just put an extra strain on the drill, and there's no need. Well, you can't afford a breakdown. So yeah, it's just a bit slower going today, but yeah, pain in the butt. The moment you get onto some good dirt, you're up the gears and you're away. This is perfect. You get some nice dirt in front of you, look. The drill doesn't even, the drill just glides through it. Perfect. That's how it should be. If it was all like that, it'd be ideal. Absolutely beautiful. But yes, that last field sort of dragged. It was so knobbly, you know, you can't do anything else but go a bit slower, so getting a bit knobbly on this side, look. But got a pole coming up, better concentrate. We're nearly done with this one, then we got the big one. It's 3 o'clock. I got a feeling it's going to be 7 or 8 o'clock. It's just where it's rougher, you're down the gears, so it's a bit slower. But just had a bit of news. Old Keithy got himself stuck in yeah, in one of the fields up at Peter's farm. A bit unfortunate, so they got to get that out. They'll have a couple of tractors with a couple of chains on. Everybody's in the same boat this year, you know. Yeah, you if you don't do nothing, you know, you're doomed if you don't do anything. And then when you try and do something, you know, it's just what it is. You know, they'll try and pull it out with a tractor, and then if not, they'll have to get 2 tractors, and in the end it will come out. The old youngsters get a bit panicky when if they get stuck. It's like a bad thing or something. I don't quite understand it. I was saying to young Dave about it, don't worry about getting stuck, mate, because, you know, at least you're doing something, you know. But yeah, time is against you now, so you ain't got really a choice. You either don't do it or you do it and have risk of getting tractors stuck and all the rest of it. But they'll get him out, get him going. We're heading there from here. Robert's down here at the moment, pulling up 2 of the smaller triangles. They're terrible. They're just pan terrible. They lie wet normally, so they are absolutely just rock solid. So he's pulling them up at the moment, and we're going to hopefully come back to them, go and do what we can at Peter's farm, come back to them, the dry ones here. We'll go and finish the oats over the other side. It's a little bit all over the place. Usually we go from one section to the other, one farm to the other, and it works out pretty nice. But it'll be all right. You know, we'll get there in the end. And I think you've got about 2 more weeks, and then that'll be it anyway. You know, whatever you've got done by that point, everything else will get left. It's yeah, not worth doing. I'm away in 2 weeks' time as well, so yes, looking forward to that. That's going to be nice, actually. Yes, looking forward to holiday this time. Don't usually look forward to it, but I am looking forward to it this time. And when we get to harvest and we can start pulling all the ground up, I'm already looking. We're planting seeds. Usually this is the exciting bit, but I'm not excited for some reason. We'll see. I might be proven wrong. We might get to harvest and be like, oh, it's 2 ton of barley there. That'll do. But we'll see. Let's just see, you know. Got a wet snotty bit here, look. You know, everybody's got the same sort of deal going on. Whoa, 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 don't go in there, mate. Don't go in there, mate. Right, so whenever it gets snotty like this, the mark just disappears. So farmer is gonna have some words with me when he sees the state of the headlands. But at points it just disappears and you are like blind. So, and this thing just tells you that you're wrong. So you can't. You know, it guides you a little bit, but when you're wrong, you're wrong. So yes. Bit stressful doing the headlands over here, but anyway, there'll be something there. Oh dear me, we've had showers going by all morning. We sort of dodged most of them. We've had, you know, it's like not like a proper full-on downpour or anything like that. It's just enough to wet the bonnet sort of thing, and then goes away, and then another one comes. But hey, there we go. Right, anyway, Keithy will be having fun getting his tractor out. They might have to send Rob over to go and lend a hand as well. Hopefully they get that out and good, you know, get it out and get going again, but we'll see. Right, there we are. Farmer is, where is he? He's over the other side doing some more rolling. He's actually not too far away, he's just in the field. If you walked across the motorway, they would be just there. So he's just rolling that field there. There's 2 more, won't quite roll just yet, but hoping to roll those maybe tomorrow, and some of these tomorrow as well. That would do nicely. Got to get it pressed down just in case there's no more rain. You know, it's going to dry up properly at some point, so we want to retain the moisture that's there if we can. and you do that by pressing the soil. You get a little bit better germination as well. But it can be a bit tricky, you know, if you're early in the spring, like last year, and you roll the top, you can also cap it off and hurt yourself that way. So he's rolling it in anyway. Right, we'll come back later on tonight, see how far we get around this big field. Got a load of poles in there, so we're gonna have a load of fun with those. You start my own scrap business. Tell it was pretty hard. I found 3 so far in this field. I think they broke about, it was all on the front, you know, the ones bearing the brunt of the force. So it just tells you how tight it was. Yeah, breaking time's pretty tidy. And just doing my first pass at this field. Last time I got it wrong. So I want to get it right this time. And I managed to get my tram lines in the wrong place around the pond. So I'm going to get that right this time as well. So this is why you do your seed checks. I've already fixed it. But yeah, this bottom pipe, this is one we mended the other day actually, the foot on it. The pipe must have had a split in it, didn't see it, and this pipe was in half. But you spot it when you're doing your seed checks, you see, because there's no seed at the bottom of the foot. But we always carry a bit of flexi pipe, and that will be plenty good enough for tonight. And we'll do a seed check and make sure, just to clip each end. It's just pipe around pipe, if you know what I mean, just to join them together. That'll send the pits seed down there. Just a temporary fix until tomorrow morning when we'll come up and replace that pipe. But yeah, you know, if you don't spot that, then you've got one line missing. And it'll probably be out there somewhere, because I last did a seed check, you know, when you last filled up. So depends when it actually broke. But oh, we're getting on all right. Spraying everywhere. Well, you know about it. Farmer was just saying, get out the noise. Look at all this there. Got 3 horseshoes on spanner 3 times. Farmer was just saying, we've just checked the first field we planted the other side of the oats. They're chitting already, so that's good news. Right. Oh my god. Okay. Plugged in. Down with the drill. Out with the arm. Yeah, you got to do your checks. Problem soon happens, you know. And I don't know how old this drill is, but you know, pipes like that, they soon wear with all the shaking and the bending, and the it's just where, you know, that'll probably be an old pipe altogether. You get hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold on it, it goes brittle, and then they start breaking. So we did do a load of pipes back in the autumn actually. I say me and Farmer did. Obviously that one wasn't showing any signs of wear, so, but it'll get put, we'll fix that whenever we stop next. You know, if we're going, we're going, and if it's not causing an issue, we'll leave it as is, and we fix it when we got the next wet spell, which is Saturday. Or Farmer might fix it to, you know, Farmer might come up early and fix it tomorrow morning. We'll just see on that one. Just starting my ups and downs on this one. It's slow going, it's a knobbly, so can't get along like we were in the other field, but it's going in, and Farmer will roll it, and I think it'll be all right. Wow, you'd have seen what this one was like the other day, and it was just a flat top of crust. Horrible, horrible. But at least there's a bit of till there now, you know, it's got a chance of growing, so we'll see what comes. Do a trick. Thank you very much.
No worries.
You're a legend. I'm so hungry.
Keep me full. That makes up for Sunday dinner, man.
Yeah, that makes up for no pudding. Thank you.
How's it going? All right?
Yeah.
It does look better, actually. It looks a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, so yeah, they worked hard on it though.
Yeah.
But it'll be, I think it'll be
I mean,
alright.
what Rob's doing now, that's proper wet watch coming up.
Yeah. Bloody nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to find him now.
See you later. Right, it's going to be a bit flickery, but yeah, we're into the night again. It's 9 o'clock. It's going to be a bloody 10 o'clock before I'm home, but this one will go in and we'll be done here for now. Robbo's been working on the field behind, so we'll come back for that after we've been to Peter's farm. We're nearly done with this one. The alarm's going to go off again in a minute, so if the alarm goes off we'll probably pick it up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to just had to get young Rob to go and get me a little bit more seat, because I hadn't quite got enough. Right, anyway, I'll give you some clips. I'll turn this light off. You won't see me, but you'll be able to hear me. Not a bad day in the end. This is our seed tank. I hope I didn't send Robert up there for seed for no reason. But it's going to be close. There's the alarm. Right, that gets really annoying really fast, so yeah, we'll pick it up tomorrow, and we're hoping to move on to Peter's. We'll get this one finished tonight, and that'll be a good job. And then we're going to see what the seed beds over at Peter's are like.